The next union rep is Carolyn Rutherford, CTU Charter Division Vice Chair, who is here in person.
There's a few of us. Just give us a second. Just a couple. Good evening, members of the Board of Education. My name is Caroline Rutherford. I am a longtime teacher at Acero Charter Schools and the Vice Chair of the CTU Charter Division. And I'm here today to thank you for listening to the parents, educators, and the community of the Acero schools for the last 2.5 months, when even the executives at both Acero and CPS ignored us. So thank you. We have been organizing and fighting to keep our schools open since Acero's October 9th announcement to abandon 2,000 students and close 7 schools. We have been in conversations with parents and educators at every school. We've had countless meetings, tough conversations, multiple rallies, and attended every CPS board meeting. You've seen us before. And we've been clear about our demands since the beginning. We need to save our schools. 1,500 parents, educators, and community members signed a petition calling on CPS CEO Pedro Martinez to make good on his promise to allow no school closings. These schools mean too much to our communities just to walk away because the Acero's corporate board decided they weren't profitable enough for bond investors. Parents and educators and students have built communities that feel like families in these schools, and we will continue to fight to keep these families together. I want to speak to you about the resolution before you today. We know that there are some telling you to sit on your hands and wait for the new board to make decisions. But we are grateful that you are taking action to save our schools now. It's clear that waiting on this decision is the same as letting our schools close. We've been fighting together to save all 7 schools, and we are hopeful that Cruz and Paz will be able to continue after next year as well. I also want to applaud the language that states plans should involve district support for parents and staff to maximize retention of teachers, staff, and students at these schools during the transition. Thank you for this language in the resolution. The voice of the parents and the staff will be crucial to avoid disruption and avoid destabilizing our communities. Acero is able to keep our schools open, but that is not their plan. Your previous resolution said that Acero may be responsible for returning some of their unspent funds if they move forward with the closures. We need you. It is imperative that you tell Acero that they will have to pay a portion of the $46 million in reserves if they do not keep our schools open for next school year. That money should be in our classrooms now. We are asking you all to vote yes on this resolution and to continue to create space for parents and staff to have a voice in what keeping our school community whole looks like. We need the ability to meet with you, discuss what makes our schools special, and what measures you can take to prevent those things. The educators our schools have fought to improve our schools through our collective bargaining agreement between Acero and CTU, and we've won so many amazing things: staffing supports for our students in special education, multilingual education, academic intervention, social emotional support. We won class size limits to allow students more direct attention from their teachers. We won sanctuary language to provide protections for our undocumented students and families, something that we know Namaste Charter School has refused to agree to in their charter contract. There are some similar ones reflected in the CPS CTU district contract. And if Acero moves forward with closing these schools, we are looking for the least amount of disruption to our school communities and the pathways for parents and educators to have voice. The only option is partnering with CPS. We are here to say we need a decision and we need it now. Our students cannot wait any longer. Every day that we wait for a decision on the future of our schools causes more harm. Parents are being pressured by Acero management to move their students out of our schools. CPS needs to allow students to be transferred back into our schools if this resolution passes. Currently, Acero is refusing to let any students into the schools on that list, and they're pushing them out. Educators are looking ahead to ensure they can provide for families, and each day that passes, more people leave because of the uncertainty before us. So we urge you, vote yes on this resolution, as our schools and our families and our educators cannot wait any longer. Include parent and educator voice moving forward to retain teachers, school-based administration, and staff.
You have 30 seconds remaining.
Demand that Acero return any unspent funds if they break their charter agreement prior to June of 2026, and do the right thing. Vote yes, and give our families some peace of mind throughout this holiday season that our students have a future at our schools. Thank you so much for listening to us. And I'd also like to know, is Acero here today? I'm gonna go with a no.
Thank you for your comments.